All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're tracing the footsteps of an average American worker chasing that promise of $20 to $30 an hour. Now, on paper, that sounds like the American dream is alive and well, right? But as we follow this journey together, we're going to uncover a massive, systemic secret that is quietly keeping millions of people from ever getting ahead.
Picture this as your daily reality. You punch in, you do the grueling work, your muscles literally ache by the end of the shift, yet every single month, you feel yourself quietly slipping deeper and deeper into financial stress. You really have to ask yourself, if $25 an hour is considered good pay by society standards, why are you and millions of others still living paycheck to paycheck? Why does it feel like no matter how much you hustle, it's just never enough?
Look at this. We've got two workers earning the exact same wage. Worker A manages to save a bit, while worker B goes completely broke. And this brilliantly illustrates that the core problem isn't the job itself, it's the hidden cost structure. Things like your daily commute, grabbing expensive meals on the go, forced expenses, just lurking directly behind that promised hourly rate. That gross hourly pay, it's kind of an illusion because it completely ignores these silent everyday realities. Let's break this down job by job.
Section 1. The car that eats your money.
Let's put you in the driver's seat of an Uber for a second. That promised $25 an hour begins bleeding away the literal second you turn the ignition. Your gross pay is instantly slashed by your new, very expensive business partner, your own personal car. Subtract $4 an hour for gas, $2 for maintenance, and another $2 for insurance. Suddenly, your real net profit shrinks down to a daily reality of just $12 an hour.
And we have to talk about the biggest, most silent killer here, depreciation. It's essentially taking a sledgehammer to your car's resale value with every single trip you make. You are effectively cashing out the long-term equity of your vehicle today just so you can buy groceries tomorrow. It's a brutal trade-off.
Add in the emotional toll of what I call unpaid time traps. You don't get paid for staring at your phone in a parking lot waiting for rides. You certainly don't get paid for the soul-crushing reality of sitting in bumper-to-bumper traffic. So at the end of the day, you aren't just working, you're losing time, and your car is quietly eating your profits.
Section 2. Working in pieces of time.
Now let's look at DoorDash. The pitch here is incredibly straightforward. Deliver food, get paid. Simple, right? Well, here is the messy reality of your fragmented day. Step 1, you wait for an order. Step 2, you drive to the restaurant. Step 3, you wait again for the food to actually be prepared. And Step 4, you make a short delivery. You aren't working continuously. Your time is chopped up into these tiny pieces of unpaid waiting and driving, causing a massive leak in your daily profitability.
So what does this all mean? It means fuel, frequent stops, and constant engine stress create this massive gap between your gross expectations and your net reality. While they might advertise $18 to $25 an hour, which sounds great, your actual true take-home profit plummets to a mere $8 to $14 an hour. Emotionally, you fall into a vicious psychological trap. You look at your phone, see you've been active for 10 hours, and you naturally think, hey, I'm working all day, so I must be earning good money. You feel constantly busy. You're utterly exhausted. But then you look at your bank account, and there's just no way it reflects your endless effort. Why? Because you are only actually paid for fractions of that time.
Section 3. High pay, high breakdown.
Let's step away from gig work entirely and imagine you take an Amazon delivery job. They're offering a stable $20 to $25 an hour. No waiting, just a steady wage on paper. But you really have to ask yourself, is the money worth it when the physical and mental cost makes your life completely unsustainable? Because money always comes with two costs, the financial cost and the physical cost.
These are truly backbreaking jobs. You're forced to operate under incredibly strict schedules, heavy lifting, and this relentless pressure with zero real breaks. You are paying for that stable income with severe joint pain, chronic fatigue, and total burnout. Your body is quite literally subsidizing that hourly rate.
Section 4. The hours problem.
Let's pivot over to retail or fast food. The wage looks decent, say $20 an hour. You do the math and think you're set, but the retail trap snaps shut when the store only schedules you for 20 hours a week. Suddenly, your monthly gross is just $1,600. Even at a totally respectable hourly rate, getting only a fraction of a full work week forces you to hunt for second jobs or scramble for extra shifts literally just to survive.
It's a tragic, painful irony of the modern worker's narrative. Due to unstable hours and crazy high inflation, fast food workers are stuck in basic survival mode.
They often can't even afford the very burgers they hand out through the drive-thru window. A high hourly rate on a piece of paper means absolutely nothing if you can't get the stable hours to actually back it up.
Section 5. The real enemy. Expense structure.
Let's step back and look at the real enemy here, the unavoidable expense attackers. Your gross paycheck is ruthlessly chewed up by mandatory car dependency, insurance, taxes, and inflation. But the absolute biggest killer? Rent. Especially as living costs and housing in major urban centers skyrocket completely out of proportion with any of these wages.
Because of this deep structural funnel of expenses, earning $25 an hour is often just survival income disguised as good income. Simply working more hours doesn't fix the root cause of the financial stress. It's like you're frantically trying to fill a bucket that has massive holes drilled into the bottom.
Section 6. Finding your true wage. All right, let's wrap this up with a vital mindset shift that will completely change how you look at your finances. The biggest takeaway from this explainer is simple. In America, your hourly wage is not wealth. Wealth is only what remains after expenses. You absolutely must look past the gross hourly illusion and empower yourself to calculate your true net profit. Stop staring at the top line and start fiercely protecting your bottom line.
Because in today's economy, earning the money isn't the hardest part. Keeping it is. So here's a quick checklist for you. First, calculate your unpaid commute or waiting time. Second, deduct your vehicle wear and tear. And third, subtract your fixed daily survival expenses, like those quick meals on the go. Only then will you find your true wage. The next time a job offers you $25 an hour, don't ask how much you make. Ask yourself, who is actually getting to keep that money? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. I'll see you next time.